feel like I'm stuck in the same place, nowhere for me to go. No thrill, no escape, chained to the roots I know. Always crossing over lines I can't follow you through. Looking in from the outside, deep down I always knew I'd watch you fly away. Flights come in and flights go out, yet I can never leave the ground. People leave and the pain grows. I hate the airport now, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today on this marvelous Music Monday? Welcome on in, Solar. How you doing? Hi, Apple. How are you doing? It's been a while. I always love checking in with you, Apple. How you doing? Yeah, listen to the song, and I feel like I just need to redo the vocals. But also, it's already on streaming platforms, so that's a little that's a little awkward. This camera looks like it is messed up just a tiny bit. There we go. We did a bit over the weekend where I grabbed the camera viscerally and I had to readjust it after that because it just wasn't sitting right. But yeah, how is everyone? How's everyone's Monday been? Mine has been really busy. Doing good. Macroeconomics class is over, thankfully. Let's go. Let's go, Apple. I'm glad that's finally over. A huge, huge burden just off the shoulders. Also, welcome on in, cutie. How you doing? Macro starts in a week, sadly, though. Oh, Apple, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry to hear about that. I had to reach out to my hairstylist and was like, hey, can I get a haircut? And so, because I was like, okay, it's like getting overbearing at this point. It's kind of hard to brush out in the morning. So, and then calculus. Holy crap, Apple. I didn't realize you were a math major. I am so terribly sorry you're going into calculus. I took calculus my high school senior year, AP Calc. And that was not a fun class. I will not lie to you. Especially because I was taking it during 2020, 2021. So the fact that I wasn't even in person for most of the class, I was like, this shit is not getting into my head. I'm sure I could have done better. I don't know why I have this much math for business communications. Math and me don't mix. I think math and a lot of people just don't mix. Odd, ain't it? Very odd. So I'm switching over inputs right now. As far as doing productive things during the Soulcrafter stream, trust. Oh yeah, I'll trust you on that, cutie. Don't worry. I don't remember how productive I was being, but I remember building a tower. Honestly, it's kind of a blur. Oh, I can't see that. Hold on. That's a cool emote. What is that? Solar reverse. Oh, it's an Uno card. Oh, that's good. That's really funny. Before we start today's Music Monday, I wanted to share something that I got pinged on Sunday. So I was up in LA Sunday. God, I fucking hate LA. Let me just say that right now. I hate LA. It sucks. Traffic is atrocious. People are idiots. I don't know why I'm constantly going between those two places, between that city. I love LA. Well, because you're not a resident, Apple. You're not a resident of LA. So I was in Little Tokyo for a Studio Ghibli flea market with some friends. First of all, really holy crap, wait. Which one of you goobers just gifted anonymously? It's Mello, isn't it? Mello, are you lurking in the shadows? Oh my god. Holy crap, thank you for the 2 anonymous gifted subs. Congratulations, Solar and Apple. You both are now subs, so you guys don't get any ads. Also, we are now 2 subs closer to a cringy Just Dance stream. I don't want that to be an incentive or anything, but... Why are you assuming it's me? I know you, Mello! I freaking know you! W's whoever you are. I'm like 90% sure it's Mello. I also love how Mello came out of the shadows. That was... Even Cutie knows.
Oh, these broken lights never can be fixed.
Do you know me? I do know you, Mello. Considering I just spent 5.5 hours in a car with you. Yes. I do know you. I thought we had a good time driving. I was talking about how much I fucking hate LA traffic. You know, in other words, kitchen found in the... Or, fork found in the kitchen type beat. But yeah, so, went to a Studio Ghibli flea market with some friends. It was a really fun time. The mall was incredibly hot. I don't think it was very, air conditioned. And if it was not working that well. And then afterwards, went out to dinner and then had to drive all the way back home. What a fun and festive time. I need to start like doing overnight trips in LA. I could. I mean, technically it is possible. Oh yeah, we was having such a fun time, especially in the parking garage. The fucking parking garage. Took 30 minutes to get out of a 4-story parking garage. I swear to God. We got Cutie over here saying the same thing, and now even Cutie knows. Cutie mentioned twice. Whoa. Cutie, you're gonna hate me, but we're gonna mention you a 3rd time because I want to talk about this post that I was tagged in while I was at said flea market. Cutie Pets, are one of our community members, made these freaking awesome bracelets for broken mirrors, and then also just a time traveler one. And holy crap, I was gushing at them over the dinner table with friends. I was like, holy crap, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Specifically just the broken mirrors one. I'm actually like so... Thank you so much, Cutie. This is so cool. And I said I have to comment on it, but I would love to get my hands on one of these bracelets. It's a bracelet, isn't it? Yeah, I love how you just saw the segue into it. We had to talk about it. We had to talk about it. I genuinely, I was there when he discovered it. This is very true. Mello heard me gushing over it because I was like, these are so freaking cool. And like, because I know that like passing out bracelets is like something like that happens at concerts. I would freaking love to get my hands on one of these bracelets at like a concert. I proudly wore them in public. Oh, Cutie. He was one happy boy. I was. I still am. I cannot even lie. But holy crap, that really made my day. Made my week. Dare I even say it made my month, although my month has some pretty steep turns coming up. My work asked me if I wanted to work overtime this weekend. And if I worked overtime this weekend, I would be working the next 3 weeks straight, no breaks. Well, 1 break, but pretty much until the end of the month. Almost 20 straight days of work. I'm really, I don't know. I'm in the middle of making plans for the weekend, so I'm not entirely sure. I haven't solidified anything down. I've got to check with some friends afterwards on what we're doing and things, but I think depending on how that goes, I might actually jump on OT, given the chance. Yeet. Yeah, it's all good. It's all handy dandy. Oh yeah, when I say I won't be spending money for a bit, I mean I won't be spending it for a bit, well, other than tomorrow because I'm getting dinner. Good. You better be getting dinner tomorrow, Mello. For yourself as well, not just for others. But yeah, yeah, I caught you right there. I caught you right there, Mello. Don't think I wasn't gonna see right through that one. Okay, we've been talking for a while. I got some work that I need to do. I'm really glad you like them. I do. I really do, cutie. They are so cool. I have the pictures saved on my phone as well, because I'm like, I really like them. Okay, we got some music to work on. I've got 2 tracks here that I need to finish up, and hopefully either tonight or a couple days later, we will have like these finished tracks ready to be submitted for a project and implemented into game. So, with that in mind, let's take a listen to this track that we showed off last week, but I didn't really get a chance to work on. It would help if I didn't solo it. Okay, let's try this one more time. This is a track we shared off last week for a project event called Gardens of Calliope. So I'm looking at some other projects right now. I need to, I'm trying to keep on board with stuff, but also I'm trying to dedicate time to stream. I don't really remember what I was doing here. Okay, so we can see that's sort of in a bit of a weird, like, half-built state. And I would like to get this track in, like, a more demo-y state. At the very least, so I can, like, start sharing it and, like, see what people are thinking of it. We've added on a bit since the last time we shared this off. Specifically, we've tightened up everything. We've been working with this instrument here, which I'm honestly not entirely sold on. And the reason why I'm not entirely sold on it is because it sounds too similar to the lead. There are some frequencies in the middle there, as because this instrument really shifts a lot. You hear it like go down, up. It just shifts all over the place, which is really cool for creating like different textures. But the problem is that like some of those middle frequencies, where it's like not, where it's like, because you can hear those piercing high notes as they like fade in and out. But my problem is that like when it's in the when it's in those lower notes, it sounds a little too close to the lead, and it gets a little muddy. So we've got two options. We either replace the chords, or we replace the lead, and there's really no way around that because they're just clashing against each other, and the piano is just sitting underneath. Can't wait for the GC with the very awesome name to be silent, and Time just pulls a look at the cool bracelet someone made for me. I mean, I really like those bracelets. I showed them to everyone at the table, and they were all really impressed with them, cutie. It was, they are really cool. I just want to make sure that this sounds okay. I think my problem is that I'm trying to create like a interesting soundscape and get these like really higher frequencies in here. So, what was I doing? What is this? This sounds way too digital. I don't know if I like it. And what are you? What? I think I might have been trying to create a rhythmic element for this segment, but okay, I think the problem is I don't think this track needs one, and if it doesn't, it's got to be done well and executed well, otherwise it's going to fall completely flat. And then we have the new harp segment in here. Maybe he's not as sped as I thought. No, I'm still as sped as you thought. There's no way around it. I'm still sped. Out of curiosity, and you know what they say about curiosity, it kills cats, I guess, or something along those lines. I know the saying is that, but I like pretending that it's like an unknown saying. Give me signal. I want to see something. Give me my my iconic droplet sounds, and we're gonna go from there. We're gonna see if this is something that can work, or I don't know. What are you right now, actually? Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. He's still a sped clock, but a very happy sped clock. Yeah, I'd say so. I've got some very interesting work news that I can't share because, well, my work is under NDA, but I think I can share that I'm no longer just a game tester. I got a promotion at work, which is pretty fun. I'm now working on audio for games, which is a step in the, it's like a more of a foundational like entry audio position. But so I'm trying to like work my way up the ladder. But I start that next week, next Monday. And I'm very interested to see how that goes. But I think one of the really interesting things is just that like I'm already getting tossed audio assignments. I can't say what I've got going on, but I have to go into work an hour early tomorrow in order to hop into a meeting. What was that? Okay, interesting. I want to try these chords. I just want to see like how they fit over this. My bad. Actually, these fit pretty well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack them up. So we're going to have this going on. Okay, get rid of this. I don't like that. I like that a lot. That's actually really cool. I'm liking that. Yes. Welcome on in, Confused. How do I pronounce that? I think that's Confused Creature. Right? Am I right with that? Confused Creature? Welcome on in. How are you doing today? Welcome into Music Monday stream. My name is Time. I write music for film, movies, TVs, and video games. And right now we're working on a video game project. I'm trying to get this track in like a demoable state. And right now we got some stuff that just isn't working right now. So we're taking some stuff out and we're replacing it with some better stuff. Yes? Okay, cool. Cool. I'm glad that I managed to say that right. All right, let's see if we can manage to make this sound good. Okay, actually, what I'm hearing under this is like a doom 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 doom. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of more modular stuff underneath this, which is really cool. It's me, Kaiden. Oh, welcome on in, Kaiden. I have heard a lot about you. I've said a lot about this one. I know you have, cutie. Welcome on in, Kaiden. How you doing today? How's your day been? Feel free to stick around. Feel free to relax, take a listen while we work. It's like this stream's gonna be more of a hybrid between our work streams and our Music Monday streams because I still gotta get some work done. And frankly, I feel like I've just been running on such short time recently. But oh well, we gotta make do with what we get. One of the first things I said about you is you give off like a YouTuber who has 100,000. Really? See, I feel like, in all honesty, I love smaller communities. When you have a lot more of a smaller community like this, it's a lot easier to talk to people and it's a lot easier to connect with people versus seeing messages fly through the chat like crazy. My day's been good. What about you? My day's been interesting. Very chaotic. Just got off work. I've got a lot of stuff on my plate this week, and I'm trying to coordinate it effectively. Agreed? Yeah, it's just one of those weeks, Mellow. This is where I got what the yaoi from, by the way. Oh, I see. I see, cutie. I'm so glad we... What yaoi? No, it's what the yaoi. What the yaoi. This has been like a saying going around in my chat for some reason because Cutie started it. Also just realized that I'll be able to get dinner for friend, but will not be able to get my lunch, but that's okay. No, Mello, that is not okay. That is not okay, Mello. That is not okay! Ooh, the whims of the music. Okay, it is whimsy, but we're not changing the subject! Hey, Cutie, did you get my DMs? Is crazy stuff. I don't know, Cutie. Did you get the DMs? Are you looking at your DMs, Cutie? You better be looking at your DMs. No, I didn't. Well, what are you doing, Cutie? Look at your DMs. Me, X-Sleepy might be canon in a few months. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Ooh, whimsy. I know, Mel. It's this instrument in particular. It's really making it whimsy. I like it. It's giving like a new vibe to it. Can we bring this up later? Yeah. We can move away from this in chat. Okay, I need a new instrument. What do I need? That's a good question. I haven't decided yet, but I know I need a base. Custom base? Let's try that. Let's try custom base, actually. Give it a bit of heart sync. Change up the symmetry a little bit. Oh, there's... Okay, no, I gotta find it. I gotta find the base that I created for Worlds Beyond Our Own. Where would that be? Magic of the Forest, I think. Magic of the Forest. There it is. What about tea? You spilled to him? About unserious stuff. Yeah. I mean, we spill like lighthearted tea here. We talk about like the gossip and stuff. Like nothing that's like substantial anyway. Because one of the reasons is like we want to keep like then bib is a mango bird. What does it even mean? What? That just makes no sense. Okay, I need my master meter there. You come all the way out here, and you match that right there. Okay, where is that base? You. Yes, you. You. Oh, there wasn't any hard sync. It was symmetry and reshaping it. Got it. Okay, that's what we did. I'll probably just have a side for my dinner. Mellow, don't. Yeah, I'll be good with that. Mellow, you will not be good with that. Mellow. Mellow. Alright, let me go ahead and save this patch very quickly. My category, custom base here. That's not how you spell. You won't know where I am either because I won't be at my house. So you can't send me food. I know, that's what I'm like. I won't be at my work either. See, the thing is, Mello, I could just send food earlier in the day. I could send food to you earlier in the day. Hang on, I gotta catch up with Jet. I don't know, man. He's just a mango bird. Then you're a banana bird or something? No, I'm serious. His profile picture is a mango bird. And on calls, he was chirping. Are we talking about a person here? What the hell is happening? I don't know my schedule tomorrow. At this point, Mello, I don't know it either. I think I should. I was told it's up to me if I wanted to come in an hour early. Because my meeting starts at 9 and work technically starts at 10 for me. And I'm like, see, I could show up on time, but then I'd miss a whole hour of this meeting that I need to be. And this meeting is 4 hours long, and I'm going to lose my mind because I got four whole 4-hour meetings this week. Stop, no, it's funny. If you're sure. CRE's my friend. Usually 10 to 6:30. So what I'm hearing is, but it's different tomorrow. How is it different tomorrow, Mello? How is it different? Back to Gardens of Calliope. We got our instrument saved. We have it in our data bank. Good thing I keep all my project files. I would actually cry if I lost any of my project files. I need to, I really need to back them up. Question is, do I want to throw on that same baseline though? Like out of instinct, I want to, but so we go to all, we go to my category. There it is. What key is this in again? I'm using PTO and I'm getting to work early. You don't know when I'd be getting to work nor when I'd be leaving work. I could be working at 5:30 for all you know and leaving at 10. Working at 1 and leaving at 3. You shall never know. So what you're saying, Mel, is I need to order food and I'm going to have it delivered at a certain time. I'm going to tell you said time. And you will do with that information what you will. Just know that it will already be prepaid, and there's nothing you can do about it. That'd be funny. I'm gonna toss that around in my head. I don't eat breakfast. I know you don't eat breakfast, Mello. To be honest, I don't either. Someone will haven't eaten like a while. I will make you know, in all honesty, breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I just don't eat it a whole lot. I don't know why. Usually like I'll wake up and I won't be super hungry. I don't know. It's a little weird. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Finn reported a new creature in section in Fern Cove. Really? Does this have anything to do with the crystal that was glowing? I believe like a bright pink, purplish color, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's get the space up and running just so I have something here. Something like that. I'm hearing like a pattern there that kind of works, but I'm also like going to play with a bit of delay, and we're going to see how that turns out. And that's going to be a loop right there. Yeah, okay. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I'm going to pull this back to like right here. This is where it's actually going to start. So we're going to go from like this like semi build up into something else, and we're going to need transition for it. But we'll figure that out later. First, let's go ahead and let's get this on loop for now, just so I have it on hand. Stereo. I'm not liking that one bit. I'm liking that a little bit better, yeah. Add something else here that's gonna like start building up to like a climax point of some kind. We're already 2.5 minutes into this. I feel like we're doing a pretty good thing already with what we got. One time you can't send me food at random time because don't want DoorDash waiting in lobby for so long. I would only be able to grab food during my break/lunch. And you can't just leave food in the lobby. Well, then you better go grab it, Mello. You can keep it at your desk until you're ready to eat it. You can run down to the lobby. It's not like you have to be chained to your desk. Trust me. I was at my desk today, locked in for probably 2.5 hours, I think. No, that doesn't sound right. But basically, I was sitting there focused and like lasered in for so long because I had to clear out like almost a week's amount of tasks today, just in one day, in order to make sure that I don't fall behind, to make sure that my team doesn't take on any of the extra burden because we're already stretched thin as is. And I've got to spend 16 hours of my week in meetings. And so I had to get a bunch of work done. To the point where like my manager told me, go home. It's like 6:58. I was like, I'm going to use those last 2 minutes. I need those last 2 minutes to finish up this request, to finish up this assignment, this task. And it just so happened that like almost before I hit 7:01, I was like, I hit enter, sent the last thing that I needed, and was like, yes! Oh, finish that assignment. Did that send? No. Oh, sorry. I completely forgot. For a new creature in the Fern Cove. It's a dolphin shark thing. Finn said her name was Aqua. Ooh, is this a new OC, cutie? New OC? But yeah, you don't have to be chained to your desk. I turned to my lead sitting next to me. I'm like, hey, do you mind if I just like take a stand-up break? Like, I'm so fried. He's like, yeah, no, take a break. Like, go get a snack from the break room. I'm like, thank you. I was like, thank you, and I walked to the break room and just sort of sat there on my phone for a little bit because I needed like a mental like disconnect for like a hot like 5 minutes or something. My breaks last phone start 2 hours apart. Only excuse between the breaks is if I need the bathroom. I low-key think I'd get in trouble if I went and grabbed food, but it was there for you. I can't choose when to take my breaks. It's scheduled. But even still, it's like you can't be like chained to your desk the whole time. I feel like that's just so morally like soul-sucking to just be chained to a desk the whole time. I don't think anyone in my office has that problem of like, you need to stay at your desk. Oh, you need to like focus like 100% of the time. Because I mean, it's normal that we all have like our days where we're not 100%. It's bound to happen. And it would be incredibly, my lead is just always on my ass. It's incredibly inefficient for your lead to push you in ways that you can't meet if you're not having a 100% day. And I don't want to test that tomorrow. Well, I'd like to have a talk with your lead. I'd like to have a talk with your boss. Yep, Cosmo has a girlfriend now. Oh, let's go, Cosmo! Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. I'm glad that Cosmo has a buddy, has a friend. Or were we were working on this. What am I thinking for this build up? Crazy thought. Do I have like a panning tool by chance? I would like, ideally, down mixer. This doesn't sound good. It sounds a lot better in stereo, but what I want to do is I want to take the instruments, I want to take the bells in particular, and I want to like just cross them. I want to make it seem like they're dancing around your head, and that as you're listening to this piece, you're just like, you're able to look around and you see everything that you're hearing around you. This is really a case of me wanting to play with the sound field of everything, and wanting to take these instruments and want to start playing with where they're positioned, because most of the time we just work on a stereo basis where it's just like, oh yeah, you got your left and you got your right. But I want to play with depth. I want to play with, and we've been doing this a lot with some other stuff, especially when we're working on Project Protocol. But having like this sound and these textures that just fly around you and create like this atmospheric feel as you're listening to it. Oh, I want to do that so bad. So we're going to work on that a little bit. We're going to see if we have the ability to mess with these with the panning, and we're able to see if we can get these instruments to fly around you and create this this sonic field. Hang on, I'm catching up with chat right now. And time, you spent enough money on me yesterday, man. So? Mello, that was nothing. I barely spent anything. What did I get you? I got you lunch, and I got us all dinner. That's nothing. Especially because we split 3 plates. I think everyone at that table forgot that it was only 3 plates, because that check was not big at all. You say that, but Aqua is yandere. Please throw your 2019 tomatoes at me. Oh, you mean the old tomatoes that I've had for 7 years? Yeah, let me just. Aqua's a yandere, you say? Insert that one period image. The O and OC stands for original for a reason. So I have a feeling that Cosmo's not going to have very, very much fun in this relationship. In which case, get him out. Get Cosmo out. But still what? I don't see a problem with it. Plus, Mel, I mean, if you want me to stop, you gotta take care of yourself. Okay? You gotta take care of yourself. Okay, I want to play with the panning on this. Go ahead and give me both pan lanes, and we're going to... Don't do that. Don't do that. Was it okay? No. That's not what I meant to do. Great. Actually, can I put the panning here? No, I cannot, apparently. Great, whatever. We'll stick to this. I don't got money to take care of myself. I had to give 300 today. Mello. Okay, genuine question, Mello. Do you need something to get you through the week? Do you need some help getting through the week? I'll take Aqua if Cosmo doesn't want her. Kaiden. Why? Why, Kaiden? Okay, maybe that's a bit too large. Fit to window. There we go. Okay, we've got our clips here. Actually, I want them just a tiny bit smaller. That way I can see the data. What can I do? I could do random. Let's try random. Then we're going to do the same thing on the right. My only concern is that we're making something that's not going to be very consistent. Nope, not liking it. Not liking it one bit. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do some triangles. Is there any particular reason you're this way? I guess we can try it. I guess. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to First off, why are you doing that? We're going to desync them from each other, and hopefully they're going to go in parallel with each other. That's the plan, at least. Okay, we're on to something, but it's a little too extreme. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and grab this. Grab all of you. We're going to take you down. Why are you not? Okay, whatever. Select it all. Thank you. Okay, we didn't need to go that far. Hang on, hang on. Work with me here. Work with me here. Can I bring this up? I cannot bring this up. Okay. How are we going to do this? Because we got two independent lanes here that are needing to travel, and they need to travel in a decent formation in order so that they don't clash with each other as they're going in separate ways. It's going to create this really weird phasing effect, which just isn't going to work. Where was I? Holy crap. Wait, what? I vibe? Okay. I don't know if I 100% believe that, Mello. No, Cosmo doesn't know Fern Cove is being killed off slowly because of her demigirl partner, who's actually the nicest to Cosmo. What? No. No. Don't do that to Cosmo. No reason. Bruh. Kaiden, that's a death wish. Wait. If I really need to eat something, I'll eat like a college kid at work, aka eat things that have a bunch of either sugar or sodium. But Mello, that's not healthy. That's not healthy, Mello. I have Finn for a reason. I've been drinking a lot of water, though. I've been drinking more than usual. Okay, well, that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good start. Emphasis on start. No way am I downloading VR chat just to be able to talk to you-know-who. I do not know you-know-who. This is... I don't think I do, at least. From what I'm able to focus on, this reminds me of Worlds Beyond Our Own, the one... the one in my pinned playlist. As soon as you brought it up, I remembered that you had it pinned. And money comes and goes. It does come and go, Mello, but it's also important to making sure that you stay alive. Unfortunately, in this economy, that is kind of important. It's interesting, though, that you bring up that it sounds like Worlds Beyond Our Own, because I didn't use this instrument in Worlds Beyond Our Own. I did use this one, which we just pulled from Worlds Beyond Our Own. But that's a bit of a different story. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to freehand it. Freehand? No, we're going to line. No, actually, line. Go ahead and do this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to freehand it this way. It's going to be inconsistent because we're creating like this weird panning feel. Take it all the way down here. I'm going to go and turn on grid mode so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. And it's going to go back up here. Okay. And then what we're going to do for you is we're pretty much going to mirror it. But not exactly. It's going to still have to carry a little bit of its original data in order for this to work right. You were not crossing the line nearly enough, so we're going to make you cross over there. We're going to bring you over here. We're going to make you cross all the way over here, and then we're going to bring you back all the way. Hopefully that's not jarring. All right, let's take a listen. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, well, don't highlight a section. Just play the thing. I'm actually going to go ahead and make it cross here. We're going to bring it even farther down into the field, and then it's going to come back up. Let's try that now. Anyways, this is the second Music Monday in a row I believe I have that has more than one person. Usually our Music Mondays have people in them. Either way, I'm not too concerned if it's quiet. I love streaming. I love doing what I do. And if people decide to join along and just stick around, all the more thanks. And hey, if I really need, I can pull money from my savings. But Mel, you shouldn't be needing to pull from savings. That's the worry. Clearing some pings right now. Sorry, give me 1 second. People are trying to get a hold of me, and I am unfortunately not available. Well, I should say, fortunately, I'm not available. I need distraction from all the work. And then it's going to sort of widen back out into its stereo image, which I don't mind. I got to hear it in context very quickly. I got to hear it with everything combined. Just to get an idea for how this is looking. Anyway, about Aqua and the crystal, there's no visible connections, but there is something. Interesting. He says she's killing off Fern Cove. Yeah, I'll make the connection. Eh? What does that mean? Love me a yandere? Okay. Is this just how we're gonna be going for the duration of the chat? All right, I see how this. Yeah, it's fine. Buckle in. We're in for a ride. Yeah. Okay, I'm liking that a little bit better. Now that we've sort of... What we've done is we've made the shapes a little more syncopated. Syncopated? No. Synced up with each other. So they're sort of heading in the same direction for a few times. And that's really what's sort of driving that panning and creating those effects. As well as sort of creating these like weird phasing things happening in the ears, which I'm kind of a fan of. But I got to hear more of like how we're building on it, and then maybe we'll decide if the panning stays or if it goes. But for right now, I think it's okay. Yeah, I've got to hear it in context. Maybe I'll throw another instrument in there, and we will see how it just reflects with everything happening. What's that supposed to mean? I'm sorry. It's fine. How I act as a W. Agree to disagree. Anyway, I find it weird that the crystal's longest gem or something was pointed at the beach that now belongs to Fern Cove, where Aqua was found. You think that Aqua came from the crystal? That's how the two are connected in some way? I'm actually intrigued. I am too. The lore is very intriguing. How do I want to proceed with this? I need another instrument to go on top of this, but what do I want to put? Do you know about CRK time? I don't know what that is. Sorry, that does not sound familiar. What other instruments have we been using throughout the soundtrack? Out of curiosity, let me see. Rosa Books. Rosa Books is going to be an inside track. It's Cookie Run Kingdom. I think I've heard of it, but I don't really know too much about it. If it's is that like one of those mobile games that's been like really popping off recently? Okay, what instruments do we have in here that we could use? Let's take a listen very quickly. Maybe, I don't know, Aqua doesn't have anything crystal related except for her lore not being crystal clear. Please hate me. It is actually time? Okay, so I think I have heard of it before, but I just don't know anything about it. Like, I don't really feel like using this instrument again. It's sort of very niche. Maybe this one. Fishing for silver. Okay, let's go and let's give that a try. Fishing for silver. I'm gonna see if fishing for silver works, and we're gonna go from there. Sorry, I'm trying to think right now. Is there anything else in my head that's like sticking out to me that I should probably be putting into this track? We'll check the other tracks and we'll see if anything is sticking out. I've got another track here that I do want to show off. We're gonna see if that works. Okay, that's really fast. We're gonna see how that sounds. I put a lot of presets on the other track, so I want to go ahead and try and mirror them as best I can. What did I do for this one? Also, because Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I ate more than one meal, I'm now back to feeling hungry if I don't just eat a snack. I feel like you probably... That's a good thing, Mello. I feel like that's a good thing in this case, of just like slowly readjusting your body to taking in more food. Where were you again? You were this one. That's what I wanted to do. I'm going to screenshot that just so I have that on hand. Second, I got to put these somewhere. I'll put that under references because I'm going to need to reference these again. As for you, Cathedral, I might not do the Cathedral one. Because this is outdoors, we might go ahead and make something different, but at least I know that the reverb has to go on next, followed by a stereo width, which is just a stereo width. Is there anything else on this? No, it's just a 4. Okay, let's go back. Gardens of Calliope. Don't save. I don't like it. I don't know what to tell you about that, Mellow. It's not really something you like. Yeah, sorry. What's happening? Actually, no, hate that one. Slash joke. Speaking of your OCs, I really need to build lore for my WCUEs, OCs, and Z3As. I don't know what those stand for, actually. Grr, my favorite is the villain. It is so cutesy. They. Okay. Just got home. What's up, Bug? How was your search for an alarm clock? Was it successful? Okay, what are we looking at? We're looking at boost around just about 5K, like around the 6K mark, the 600 mark. Looking at a dip just before 2K. This one's a little tighter. We're looking at this turned into, whoa, hang on. What am I trying to do with this one again? It's not a bell. It's not a bandpass either. It is a bell, but it's got like a very specific shape to it, and I don't remember how to make that shape. It's not a notch. It's not a high cut shelf. Is it bandpass? No, it's not a bandpass. I just said it's not a bandpass. Is it tilt shelf? No, it's not tilt shelf. Flat tilt? No. It's like a high shelf. Well, no. It's definitely a bell. That's not it. Is it the gain? No, it's not the gain. How do I make this the way I need it to again? I forget. You know what? It doesn't even really matter as long as it's boosting around like 4K. And then we have this going down like that. Okay, that should sound. Okay, it's a start. I'm going to kill you if you ever ask that again. If your search for an alarm clock was successful. Hey man, on time. I gotta make sure that you're on time. All right, or am I right? Anyway, I'm gonna. Oh, that was a bad one. I did it for you, but they're also Arrow Ace. Hungry me means I have to spend more money though. But not necessarily, Mellow. Yummy. Mellow, eat food. Yeah. I love how Bug just comes in and knows the deal. It's just manipulating Camellia. What? Huh? The hell? Camellia. Anyway, that's some more interesting news on Fern Cove. So much is happening right now in chat. I have no idea how I'm keeping up. I've got like 4 different conversations happening. Okay, hang on. We're building this. Next up we need reverb, but it's gonna sound a bit different from our previous reverb. At least I hope it will. Let's go ahead and let's start off with Cathedral for now, and then we'll work our way from there. So Cathedral, the decay is the same, pre-decay tone, and then the mix is down to 3.2. And then we stereo with this. That's the wrong one. That's down mixer. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut this in half. Because right now it's going a bit too fast. So take this to like a half time. Okay, now I want to hear this on top of this. So let's see about this build-up and let's just see where it goes. Hang on, wait, let me hear this again, because it's got some weird panning on it. That's kind of interesting. I'm actually not opposed to that. I think somehow it fits really well. We're gonna go ahead and roll with that for now. So Addison had a switch up with distort. Yeah, switch up. We don't know what happened to distort yet. All we know is distort is more than a virus now somehow. Oh, interesting. More than a virus, as in like it's taking over, like it's now like gaining control of like a host or something. Like, is that, am I reading into that right, or I might be reading into that wrong? I probably am. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm really liking that build. Okay, let's hear this from the beginning. We haven't heard it like since the beginning of stream, and we've been going for like an hour. So let's go and let's just take a nice clean look from the beginning and just hear how it sounds. Oh, gee, that's cool. I know, it's awesome. I've also been making animations in Ibis Paint. I don't know why. It's fun. I don't think you need a reason more than fun. Who's missing with my headphones? Cough distort. Is a computer virus that somehow... that's not cool. That's bad. No one has heard or seen Addison for a week. Are we doing roleplay with the OCs in my in my YouTube chat now, cutie? I'm gonna just sit back. I'm gonna just listen to this very quickly, just with my eyes closed. Okay. Okay. I like it for the most part. I think this is probably something I'm gonna have to like sit on and like come back to in like a day or two. But I think it's in a pretty good state now where we can actually submit it like as a demo. Now that we've got some like more of the key ideas in and we've got some more iconic sounding instruments, I think this will really fit pretty well into what we're building right now. And we're just shy of 3 minutes. I don't know how long I want this track to be. We're sort of playing it by ear, but I know that for this segment of the game, I want 30 minutes of original music. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening, and I think for the most part, I want more of the tracks inside than outside. This track is called Gardens of Calliope because it is based, the setting is outside, and I'd like maybe like 5 or 6 tracks, I think, cycling outside, because a lot of people are going to be spending their time inside. So that's where I want to focus a lot of my music in. So having like all these different tracks that just sort of cycle in and out, creating this lobby experience as you're waiting for your event adventure to start, basically. So that's sort of what we're going for. I have another track for the garden being made right now. We'll take a look at it after this, but I'll go ahead and I'll export this as is. Actually, I'll do that after stream. Yeah, I'll do that after stream. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Runs away. Like every few days, I work on a Shadow Vanilla pure shadow animation. Twin-eyed, no. Want to see there's some? Oh, I've seen it. I've seen art, if you want to call it that. Never asked me for a fandom. By the way, oh darn, no way. It's actually not bad. It's just the song. It's not bad. It's just the song. What song are we talking about? Is this something for like the animations that you're working on? You know, I've always wanted to do animations, but I'm just not visually art. My visual art skills are subpar. I would not want to show. The only thing that I've shown off is like my sketches for if I'm doing like Minecraft builds or if I'm like doing theme parks, and bringing them to life in Planet Coaster. But I've never actually like properly drawn something. It's always been sketches. And oh, actually, I want to share something because I have not shared it yet. Which one is this? Okay, yeah, this is the right one. Bro, I was screen sharing when I was looking at that. Looking at what? Wait, huh? I think I'm missing some context here. So we released the Broken Mirrors music video. The art you showed me is another reason why. Don't text me 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monday out and be surprised when I don't answer. Isn't that when you're asleep, cutie? Aren't you asleep like until like 5 p.m. or something? What is it? /@ Noah Arona. Right, that'll take me. Perfect. That'll take me to my thing. I think this is like the perfect time to like talk about this because I think somehow it got brought up pretty well. So we're gonna go ahead and like dive into this. The Broken Mirrors music video. I had ideas for it, and I want to share them because I think it's actually really interesting to see like how the music video, what differed from the sketches. So, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share the, what is this? That's not important. That can go. Oh, don't worry about it, time. I'm not the best at art. I just like to do it. No time. Co-op. Co-op is a thing that I signed up for. Okay. Okay, I think I'm getting the picture. I think I'm getting the picture. There's another sheet here. I don't need these sheets. Well, I kind of do. They're memorial sake. But I have a sketchbook here. I have two, actually. One's labeled content creation, and the other is labeled music. Music. And the music one is filled with still frames and like storyboards of music videos. So I have Broken Mirrors sketched out here in actually this is not the best point of view to see this. Let me quickly go to the just chatting screen. So I have broken mirrors here pretty much sketched out in music video form. You can sort of see like where the ideas were that came to the music video, and this is like how I portray my ideas for it. And then for the beginning, this is like one of the last things that I made. You can sort of see that like originally it's supposed to be in a bed, but the idea changed to being on a couch because I was like, okay, let's make this a bit more uncomfortable feeling. He wakes up on a couch. He didn't even like get to his bed. So I'm going to walk through how exactly this all came to be. So we have like the shots here. I got a Sharpie that was in this thing beforehand. So we have like the first shot here where he's asleep on the bed. And then eventually he wakes. It's sort of like he shoots awake. And then we have this shot right here, which is sort of based off of like the idea of like, okay, yeah, no, it's like just pretty much like we're getting up and we're going. And this shot in particular, where is it? The iconic shot that I use for all of for whenever I'm like displaying the music video. So this is one of the first shots that I had come to mind, where we have I believe it's over here. Nope, it's right here. It's right here, where we have the mirror shot. And we see like the fact that I drew out that both these characters are on screen, and this is how they're looking at each other. And for the second pre-chorus, you'll see here that I have like something that never really came to fruition, of just like these two characters sitting back to back but on walls. I'm sorry. And the idea was like the camera was going to pan from like one character to the other, and it was going to be seamless. That didn't end up working out very well. And then we have like some other shots here. Where is it? Specifically for the bridge. I think the bridge is where like a lot of ideas come to mind. So we have like this shot here of like, we have like Noah on the outside and Aaron in the mirror. And basically like this was the idea that I wanted, of like one sees the other in the mirror and it's going to break. So then we go to this shot here of like Noah on the ground with a bunch of like mirror shards around, which is how we ended up getting this shot right here. And I believe the final chorus looked a bit different. I couldn't get the shot right. Where Noah the musician was supposed to see Aaron in the cracked mirror, but I could not get those reflections to line up the way I wanted to. So instead, I decided to go with I decided to cut that shot out entirely, and we ended up going with the final outro shot here, where we see originally it was in a different pose, but the idea still gets across of like Noah on the ground, not even like really focused on the mirror, and we have a hand coming out of it to show that these two worlds are now merging. These two characters are now like able to interact with each other. So all that because we talked about sketching and art. Welcome on in, Swaggy. Sorry, you came in at a really awkward time. I'm talking about how bad my art is and how I storyboarded, how the process of storyboarding this particular music video went. Sorry, this is just the shenanigans that happened on a Music Monday. So I gotta go back and read chat because I saw messages fly by. My cat is just like dying and I had to take him to the vet, you know? I hope your cat's okay. I want to draw the draw. The same scene where he punches the mirror and then bam, the hand. Which one? Are we talking about, this scene right here? No, which one is it? I mean, it's sort of all, like, in the same scene. It's the mirror getting punched. Cut away, and then cut to, like, the mirror being shattered. And originally there was supposed to be a reflection in that, but I just could not line it up properly. I enjoy listening to Bro Yap about broken mirrors, and you know what? It all starts when... Okay. I don't even think we're diving in pretty hard. I will say though, this last shot, and I've got critiqued about this, and I wasn't aware that Adobe like had a specific tool for this in Premiere Pro, but the idea that you're able to like cut out like a very specific thing and have it like follow, because I wasn't gonna like pen tool the whole thing. Draw the draw. Oh, this scene right here, where the hand comes out of the mirror. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people just say it looks a lot worse than it actually is. I think it's okay, like especially for it being an indie music video. I know there's some stuff that I will definitely take into account in the future when it comes to like making music videos about these two in particular. I think I don't have really ideas coming up for these two in one video. It's more going to be about this character or it's going to be about this character. And we've already gone through like the roadmap of this album, of this project, and like where things are going on a per album basis. I like it. It's W. Oh, thank you. I still got my gripes with it, but and I don't know if I can replace that final shot at all while it's on YouTube, because I don't want to touch the music video now that's been up. No, I want to know what happens after. Are we talking about what happens after the music video ends? Because that's gonna. I have an idea for starting a music video right where this one picks off. Right where this one picks up from. But I don't know when that music video would be dropping. I don't even know when or what song that would be tied to. That's more of like a branching the narratives. But obviously we have our new album coming up specifically around Aaron. And about like sort of the darker side of that coin. And we're exploring ideas like that. So speaking of which, this is a good reminder that I was supposed to put Perfectly Imbalanced up on or get it ready for release. I don't even have an album. I don't even have an album for that. yeah. Cough. It's gonna happen sometime. Picking up from where Broken Mirrors left off, but it's meant to be an introduction to these two characters and create a world for these two characters to coexist in. That's really the introduction and like the catalyst of everything that follows it. We've been getting sidetracked because we got stuck on Broken Mirrors. We still got this to work on. Actually, no. We said we were going to pause this for now. I'm going to jump over to a different project file. Because I was working on something else. And I haven't touched this in a hot second. I remember liking it. So, liking it enough to put it in this current project. This is an unused track. Whoa, there's a lot here. Okay, I don't quite remember exactly what this is. Let's take a listen. Does Pony Boy have a no longer bleeding hand? Nope. It was fake blood to begin with. Both my hands are okay. You were ranking this guy's cool. I don't think I'm cool. I'm very much a nerd who likes what he does. Okay, there's a lot happening here. Time for me to go sleepy? Oh, okay. Thank you so much for stopping by, Solar, and for hanging out. Really means a lot that you're just listening in the background. Too bad, you're cool. We are friends now. You know what? I'm not gonna... This is funny, boy. I have a no longer fake bleeding hand. Depends on the day, cutie. Depends on the day and if it's no longer fake bleeding. Okay, so this track is in a bit more of an interesting state than I remember it being. We have, okay, so there's a lot happening here. I was not actually prepared for how much we had in this document. These chords, I believe, were written, okay, so to give you the full context, when I originally wrote this piece, I was at a cafe with a friend, and I was sitting across from her, I was watching her just work, and I wrote this song, just sort of just genuinely feeling out, like, how I could, like, picture her and, like, how I'd put that down. What? BBG, stop calling me BBG. Why do you guys insist on doing that? Answer the question. I answered the question. I don't at the moment. It depends on the day. Depends on what I'm working on. That'll determine if there's fake blood on my hands. But yeah, no, I wrote the first part of this, just sort of getting like a mental image and just sort of creating like this like almost like creating someone a soundtrack of like how you would like imagine them. So I was sort of writing this and I had a bunch of ideas, I believe. Yeah, they're all over here somewhere. A friend, he says. Ah, yes, a friend. Mello, I don't have time for anything else. Mello, I work 18-hour days. What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in 120, because I believe that's what the original tempo was. Whoa, hang on, not that. You guys look way too deep into stuff, I swear. Yeah, okay. So then I wrote, like, some different chords down. I was messing around. This is literally just me freestyling. She's just a friend. Swear to God, Mello. I swear to God. I do really like these chords. These chords are really beautiful. And then I switched instruments somewhere through. Actually, wait, hang on. Are these the same thing? No, they're not. Well, maybe. I don't know. They don't look like it. I think this part right here is really what started to like gain traction for me and like get ideas rolling. Mind you, hang on. I played all this on this tiny keyboard. It's like a 24 key like portable keyboard that I take with me whenever I go anywhere and need to take music with me. So whether I be working at a cafe, whether I be going to different cities and need to do music, like for example, I was working out of a cafe in Hollywood like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I think. Guess what I had on me? So you can hear sort of a main motif that I'm playing. And I'm always trying like different chord progressions. Or I should say, I'm always trying different takes on new chord progressions. And I was talking about the switch up. Is it possible I can continue on that? Sure. Go for it, cutie. So yeah, all this was something I was coming up with like while I was like just out on having a study session with someone. And honestly, I'm a really big fan of it. I like the ideas that we had, and obviously I think that translated pretty well, because now we have this whole melody going. And I think what I really want to like hone in on is the fact that this was all like created based off of like an idea, like a specific feeling that I got just sitting in like a cafe. So I wanted to I want to keep that like that feeling, and like sure, like we're going to be building around it in the style of the other tracks that we've been building, but I think the identity of this track in particular is going to feel a little different, just simply because of how it was conceived and like how the music was originally written. So it's going to feel a little interesting. It's going to feel a little different, but I think that's going to be a nice breath of fresh air. And I think that once I finish the song, I think it'll be like a really like beautiful piece. I want it to really, because I know we were talking about like the last track being like really whimsical. I want this to feel more of like that like elegant, I think like elegant, whimsical, fairy, like just basic like fantasy, and like just completely like bring it to life. I think those are the vibes I'm really trying to hone in on for this track, and I think that'll be a really interesting vibe to go for. Considering I write a lot of like sci-fi and like orchestral synth, I think this will be interesting to sort of take like a fantasy spin on it, the way that we have in the past with like Worlds Beyond Our Own. So Addison was kind of betrayed by Distort. I'll have to ask Finn about that, but no one has heard from Addison since Saturday. Since Saturday? It's been a couple days. Okay, if Addison's not responding. All I know is Distort broke Addison's rules. So if Distort hadn't harmed Addison, I feel like Aqua will. I feel like we need to get this girl some security. Get this girl some like 24/7 security, because that's a little concerning. That's very concerning. Okay. I don't even know where to start with this track. I'm gonna just listen to it again, and we're gonna go from there. Because we have a lot of pieces here. I'm not liking this part a whole lot. I see the vision, but I'm not liking the execution. And these chords are, I don't remember when these chords got added in, but they're very much love theme based. Like these are something that you'll hear when like a couple is like shown on screen or something. But I really like the elegance of it, and that's sort of why I put it at the beginning. Is I wanted to set up this like idea of like, this is an elegant piece. It's not going to be very in your face with a melody. It's going to be very soft. Yeah, okay, and what we'll do is we'll just back this up a little. So we'll try that. I would get security, but Finn has been unneeded for a while since co-op started. That happened. Interesting. The first part of that song gives me Poppy Playtime's vibes. If you know, you know. I know the song that you're thinking of. I do know the song that you're thinking of. Time, I just know you've had intrusive thoughts of just going wee in that chair. Not in this chair, no, but in my office chair at work, I have in fact done that. I have just like taken off my headphones and be like, wee, and just spin around. There's a running joke now on my team, because I was getting really pissed off at our project just because it wasn't functioning very well at the time. Happens when you're in quality assurance, but at some point I got so sarcastic, and mind you, this was like 9 hours into my shift, and we had like 11. So I was just sitting there. I was like, "Wow, the game's broken. Fun." And after that moment, everyone just like went, "Fun, fun." I'm like, Jesus Christ, what did I start? And now they do that every once in a while. They'll just go, "Fun." I'm like, really, guys? Really? So that's my little mark on the world, I guess. Way to be influential. Okay. I do like this part. I like how it sounds. I'm gonna see about switching this to this. We're gonna see if that works the way I want it to. I'm gonna move it just a little bit more back. Right there somewhere. Like right on like the peak of that like glitch effect. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I like the way it rises up. It's really got that like interesting contrast to it. Soaring! How you doing, man? I am doing pretty alright. It's been a long, chaotic day at work, but we're doing music, and I could not be happier. We're currently writing for a Minecraft project right now. What do you mean? Who's Finn? I'm stupid. You're not stupid. I just haven't told you. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I like this melody. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this, though. Ooh, the project or different project? Different project. I'm not working on the project right now. That's something I've been doing, like, in the background. Have fun in Music Monday time. Thank you so much for tuning in, Kaiden. Hope to see you around sometime. Gotcha. Yeah. This one, let me check my calendar again. I have due dates for this one. I think it's like May or something. I've got so much on my plate right now. I know I have... Do I not have it saved? I thought I had TwitchCon Europe saved on my calendar. It's kind of important for this. Bye-bye hustling. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah, Sorig's here. Sorig's here. Okay. Okay. I forgot I muted this. Swaggy, were you supposed to be snoring like 10 minutes ago? It's Swaggy. Do we really expect her to go to bed? Let's be real. Let's be real here. That girl does not sleep. No, exactly. Almost an hour and 30 minutes ago. Swags! Swags! Go to bed or no bananas for you. Who sleeps? Not me. Not me. I probably should be heading out early. I gotta go to work an hour early tomorrow, as I said, for take away the banana stall. No, please wait. I don't have this melody on here yet, do I? And I'm gonna go ahead and do this. It's gonna sound a little interesting at first. It's gonna add a little bit more grit to it. It's gonna add a little bit more interesting bits to it. Okay, so out of curiosity, let me hear this from the beginning. Yeah, I'm liking that. It's sounding a little bit better. But I know we've got to do something else. I don't know what we got to do, but I know we got to do something else. I wasn't liking the instrument here. What are you again? You're a noise splash? Yeah, you're a noise splash. Sidebar, I love that Buster was talking about how he was surprised he hadn't died from building the castle since he had died twice. The definition of speaking into existence. Did he actually die? I was like partially watching a stream earlier, but I like was so locked in on my usual work. I was like only partially there, and I had to create like a new YouTube account in order to talk in his chat. Because I was like, ain't no way I'm signing into any of my personal accounts on my computer. So I had to create a new one based off my work email. And now that exists. None of y'all are getting the handle for that. Not that it really matters. I'm not gonna be posting on that account. I just realized how early I have to wake up. Mellow was off stream, and that makes more sense with the name. Of course it does. Sometimes I'll be watching the stream and think, whoa, this is very time traveler of him. Really? You'll just go, wow, that's very time traveler of time traveler to do. For what? For me to create a new account? For me to create a new YouTube account? I'm gonna be honest. I usually watch YouTube just signed out on my very own brand. Yeah. No, apparently I've got a brand, and I don't even know about it. You do have a lot? What does that mean? I have a lot. What does that mean? I'll be at Mellow High School for like 4 hours tomorrow. I am terribly sorry, Mellow. Unless it's for a good reason. In which case, congrats. Good. Okay, this is piano. I want different chords. Water. All right. I'm actually gonna go and swap this out. As much as I like it, I think this is probably gonna need its own melody here. No. Okay, I was thinking about it because, like, first off, that's the melody to Dolphin's Dance from Minecraft Reimagined. I don't want to use that because I think for some reason in this context it sounds really cheesy. It sounds so fucking cheesy. I don't know why. I'm gonna go to art exhibit thingy, and then to theater. That a few of my kids are, so I can say hi. Gotcha. Well, hopefully that's fun. Or I'll think, whoa, this means I successfully made friends with someone that didn't end horribly. Typically, I don't think friendships end horribly. I mean, if they end horribly, I don't think that was a friendship to begin with. It's definitely giving cheddar. Yeah, no, that's about it. Like, I've done a lot of interesting melodies, but I think that one's going to be... In this context, it's going to be so cheesy. Especially because it's meant to be like more of like a whimsical type of beat. What can we come up with, out of curiosity? If anyone knows the chords to that, let me know. And even if I did get food for myself, I'd probably only eat a quarter of said thing because I know some of my kids get hungry easily. And I always share with them. Well, see, Mello, that's the problem. That's the problem, Mello. Kitchen robbery? Oh, my topic changed. Of course, cutie. It is kitchen robbery time. It's always kitchen robbery time. I gotta make sure all you goobers stay well fed. Oh, that's also sounding cheesy. If you asked me 6 years ago, I would have told you the chords. Well, I'm more asking if anyone recognizes it. You know what? Time's saying fun like that. It's a very time traveler. Of course it is. No, you know, of course it is. Of course. Of course it is. Y'all just know how to read me, don't you? God damn it. Got read like a book. I read like a fucking book. Anyway. We call this jazz interpretation. I don't know. I'm trying to like figure out like what kind of melody I would want for a piece like this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna like use this as a bass for now, because I feel like there's something here. But this is in no way a melody. Oh, it finally sent that message. Here's desk piece. Oh, I really screwed up. It's fine. No, my desk is metal and glass. Time being annoyed by his bed not being made in the background is also very time traveler of him. It goes right up there with starting multiple large projects on Minecraft at the same time. Look, I am a very ambitious person. You want to know how ambitious I am? I actually wrote down all my projects, just to get my head on straight. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 multi-month projects. 9 multi-month projects. And on top of that, I also work a full-time job. And on top of that, I'm also building on Soul Crafters. And on top of that, I'm also trying to maintain any sort of sanity. But I think that part's falling off a bit. So, yeah. Well, what's it with the bed? What's it with the bed not being made? It's made today. I actually made it before I left for work. Y'all don't need to call me out like this. I'm gonna try something here. Try that. Try that pattern. Do we know how ambitious you are? Yes. You double the size of an island and plan to build several casinos on it. At this point, it's looking like 2.5. That's not necessarily a problem. I'm clipping that. Of course you are. No, of course you are. Part 2 is soon, trust. Yeah, no, we're gonna get time travel out of context part 2, I bet, very soon. Just based on the way things are going. Hey, I don't get much time to hang out with you. You get a soaring sass and you get the soaring sass and short bursts. You know, that's fair. Soaring, you gotta... To be fair, we're like halfway across the world from each other. Time, I don't know where my family computer went. I've been crashing out because I haven't been able to make my music thing since November. Wait, you haven't been able to make any music? Oh, I'm sorry, Mello. I know you came in, I think, last week, and we're talking about an idea that you were writing. And you had no one to share it with. I was watching over the VOD today because I was trying to get inspiration. You know what? If you're still streaming Deadass Grabs Popcorn, I clip everything. Apparently. I need some of these clips of my own, man. I don't know where they are. I need to get my stream deck back up. I have not set it up since I got the new computer. And I've put it at very low priority. Oh, that? I scrapped it. What? How come? Well, the lyrics at least? I mean, we could probably reuse the lyrics for something. No, I'm not liking this at all. Ba-da-do. Maybe? Let me hear that stuff of the chords in context of everything. No. No, that's just not... It's not flowing right. Something about just not flowing right, and I don't know about it. Lyrics were not mellow lyrics. They were Well, okay. You said that it was something way out of your comfort zone. Technically, they are still mellow lyrics if you were the one coming up with them. They might not have resonated with you, but they were still coming from you, Mellow. I was talking to Em about the time I accidentally put she instead of he once. And I told her told her how you got a lowercase crown. A tiara? I did get a tiara. We're scrapping those lyrics though, cuz I mean, I would just say hold on to them. Maybe even just like the rhymes. I hold on to every single one of my lyrics. Like, for example, I have... Let me see. What's a good example of this? I have lyrics at the wazoo here. Like, for example, I have... I'm trying to look for like something that's like not entirely like just broken. Something that actually can make sense. Like if I were just to read it out. But I don't think I have anything actually of that caliber. I think everything is just sort of like jotting down. Well, okay, I guess there's one here. I have the old lyrics for Foundations, and it's just like I've built this floor over years and years. I've torn up boards. And I shred the tears. And then the chorus, one step forward, two steps back, I can never stay on track. It's like these lyrics don't necessarily like make the most sense to me, but I still wrote them. I still have to claim ownership of them because they did come from me, and my brain created them. I dare you to take it into work and do the spinny thing with it on. Once again, I don't know where that tiara landed. It's either somewhere in my closet or it's in my car. And every time I get into my car, I completely forget to check because I'm always like, I need to go somewhere. Yeah, no, I generally don't know where that tiara went. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I got that tiara back in like what, 2023? So like what, 3 years ago? About? Yeah, because I just celebrated my 3-year anniversary with PlayStation. I have another set of lyrics here. Easy to stay complacent and close the doors. I know the feeling all too well. We've been here before. Actually, that's a wide range from the car to the closet. It's in one of those two places. Keep a sticky note or something? I really should. It's in one of the two places though, because it's either in a box of like old stuff that I keep. And I got like 3 at the top of my closet. I'm a sentimental person. If I get something from someone, I'll hold on to it. Whether that be good or bad, I still have some stuff that maybe I shouldn't be keeping, but to each their own. But the car, it would either be in the car because I just forgot to take it out, and put it in the box. The thing the things I rhyme is like near, it's like any basic rhyme or nearish rhymes. I mean, yeah, I mean that's sort of just how the flow of music goes. I was like, what the ones I just read out were easy to stay complacent and close the doors. The feeling I know all too well. We've been here before. Like this, that's just basically like the way that I write, as well. So I know how that. I know the mentality, Mel. Don't worry. I do have one here. Is this? Oh no, that's just a idea for a song, like a really detailed idea. Do I share it? Do I share it? Oh, this is a really good example. So I have a file here called Lyrics for Broken Mirrors 2. And what it is it is a collection of just random lyrics that I threw together that I have been working on, trying to either like set up rhymes for, set up songs for, somehow fit into other songs. So it's like, let's just start like running through some of these lyrics very quickly, because I don't think any of these should be in like any current songs. First one. I am someone you are not. We were together, but I forgot. The red I wear is a stain you couldn't understand. No, how could you? You don't endure the pain. I think I tried to rhyme pain and stain, but I don't think that actually lines up well. I carry the burden most tend to lose. You carry the future. That's what you choose. I want you, but better. You have imperfections. That's not even a rhyme. That's just something I tossed in there because I really like it. I actually really like that lyric now that I'm reading it again. I want to be you, but better. You have imperfections. I have no reason to use said lyrics for anything, though, because I won't be writing a song like this again. You never know. You never know, Mellow. Just your daily reminder, I've memorized that time streams at 10 p.m. my time zone. So when it's like 10:30 p.m. and he isn't live, I'm like, yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, to be fair, the schedule does stay consistent, though. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturdays are the early streams. Okay, it's time for me to sleep now. Good night. Good night, Swags. Sleep well. Dream responsibly. What else do I got? What's another lyric? Swords cut deep, but your thoughts cut deeper. I don't want to live life. I'll go meet the Reaper. Jesus, that's actually dark. I think I was really playing with like the dark ideas of this album. But the topic of the song, I'm also gonna pop out Happy Music Monday time. Look forward to hearing the final result. Aw, thank you for stopping by, Soaring. It was great to chat with you for a bit. I'll catch you whenever you stream next, because most likely I'll be watching from my work computer. Class 3 has a third and final member, though. Hurry. Really? I didn't know we had another member joining Class 3. Well, till then. Exactly. See you then, Soren. I think you could like deconstruct the topic of the song and like use like the rhymes from like other stuff pretty well. Because like even like reading through this again, I'm getting inspired to keep working on some of these and to make new songs out of them. That one though about the sword, holy crap, that's a dark one. I kind of want to use it in something, but like that sounds like an album 4 song. Broken Mirrors 4. The swords cut deep, but your thoughts cut deeper. I don't want to live life. I'll go meet the Reaper. Wow, that's interesting. I wonder what the hell I was on to write that. Wires hold me back. Restraints keep me still. If they were to break, I'd give him hell. Hurry, I said hooray with the Yowie. Well, that makes more sense. I was questioning why I thought we were trying to hurry. Hooray! This one's actually one that I was like wanting to fit into the album somewhere. I might fit this one into a future song because it's it's a literal meaning. I bear the mistakes of my life on my arms. The bad and the ugly, I guess they have their charms. That was something I wrote in reference to my broken mirrors tattoo that I've got, where it's the eighth note and the semicolons. I bear the mistakes of my life on my arms. The bad and the ugly, I guess they have their charms. It's sort of like a, oh, like the bad is beautiful type of mentality. It works. And then like a line after that I wrote is, a moment of silence is not in the cards. Basically, just like, I work too hard. I know I do. I don't have time for silence. I got this one lyric here just sort of off rip that just says, there's always two of me, but neither's true. Mind you, these are for broken mirrors, so it's obviously referring to the fact that there's two characters, and I wanted to, I think in terms of the story, I haven't alluded to much. Holy shit, there's a whole song in here. What the hell? There's a room in me with a locked up door where I pace the floor I've worn before. One hand builds a lullaby, the other clenches, asking why. I speak and echoes lose my name. One side hides, the other takes the blame. I light the fire, then fear the flame. Both of us too proud to change. I'm in a cage and the beast inside. The truth I tell and the lie I hide. I walk forward, dragging me back. I'm walking forward, dragging me back. A mirror split with a single crack. I can't outrun what moves with me. Two shadows dancing endlessly. What the hell? That does not sound like me. I think the one line that really like does not sound like me is, one hand builds a lullaby, the other clenches asking why. That doesn't sound like something I would write. The semicolon still gives me a heart attack. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But it's a constant reminder, which is why I wrote the mistakes of my life. Or what was it? No. I bear the mistakes of my life on my arms. I've always wanted that to be a lyric of like, on my arms, I bear the mistakes that I've made. Something like that. Creating like this illusion of like, or this, this allusion to the fact that I have this tattoo and it has such strong, significant meaning to it. No, but seriously, what the hell is the song? This does not sound like me. I'm the cage and the beast inside. The truth I tell and the lie I hide. That does not sound like me. A mirror split with a single crack. Or I'm walking forward, dragging me back. A mirror split with a single crack. I can't outrun what moves with me. Two shadows dancing endlessly. That doesn't even like... That last line of two shadows dancing endlessly does not roll off the tongue very well. It's not like... It doesn't sound close. What else do I got? Feels like I'm screaming underwater, only bubbles escape. All the sound dissipates. I can't hold my breath for longer. Need to come up for air, but I'm afraid I'll be down there to drag me down. Interesting, okay. Very interesting. Yeah, this song's really fucking with me. I don't know where this came from, but it's not. It's not me. I did not write this. I'm gonna delete this. And I'm deleting it because I didn't write it. I have no idea where that came from, but it's not in my style, so I know it's not me that wrote it. I've got a bunch of one-liners here as well. My shadow's got a heartbeat too. I light myself just to watch me burn. I hold the keys and wear the chains. Strings pulled by hands that look like mine. One side smiling, the other screams. Sometimes I'm the echo, sometimes I'm the scream. Actually, that's a pretty good lyric. Sometimes I'm the echo, sometimes I'm the scream. This is a complete side tangent, by the way. Because like all this just to say, like, hold on to your lyrics. Hold on to anything that you create, because ultimately it can be turned into something better. It can be it has the potential to go farther than you originally expected to go. Like, I think there's one. I know there's one song. It's Better For Us. Better For Us was the song. The lyrics that I wrote were, "Are you my drug, the one that keeps me sane? Is that enough, or will you bring me just more pain?" It was. Those were the lyrics that I came up with. They were in that original document, the Broken Mirrors 2 lyrics, that just didn't fit anywhere. And I wrote a song based off of those lyrics because ultimately I found a way to repurpose them. The Mellow, I get what you mean by like the topic. Actually, no. Explain to me. What is it about the topic? Is it good or is it bad? How are you interpreting it? Because I know you didn't choose it. I want to hear what you think. I want to hear what's rummaging around in your head. While we do that, I'm actually going to go back to work because I forgot we were supposed to be doing stuff. Do, 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 do. If I were to continue with said songs, I've only shown a handful of close people. My parents will never hear said song of said song type of topic. Okay. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Obviously, art is subjective. Some people are going to like it, some people aren't. Unfortunately, it's just the way the world is. And I will say that's a hard pill that I had to swallow, especially when it started with me doing this in live stream form as well. I've had people over the years come in and tell me, "Hey, your music sucks. Hey, I don't like your music," and I will always be like, "Okay." Like, it got to the point where I had to sort of accept that truth, being someone who constantly makes music on the internet and someone who shares a lot of what he makes. It took a while, but I finally got to the point where I'm like, okay, it's not for you, but I know that people are out there that would like it. So the mentality is there. The it's all about trying to get over that hurdle of like you will learn that there are people out there who will like it and those who will not. But more than anything, you have to like it. I have released songs that I do not like. The biggest example of that is Bottles. Fuck Bottles. I actually hate that song, and I will never play it live. And if it comes up on stream, you'll hear me skip it almost instantly if I'm conscious of the fact that it's playing. But the reason I say that is because Bottles was a rushed song. I think the message is there, and that's really the only thing that kept it in the album, is that I had like an idea that was forming, but it just did not hit the marker. And the reason for that is because Bottles was originally supposed to be about antidepressants and medication in the morning, and my disdain for taking pills in the morning. Not in like a way of like I hate pills, but just I hate doing it on a daily basis. I hate the fact that I wake up every morning and I'm just like, okay, get a cup of water, just get it over with. But instead, it came out like a song of just like being addicted and having being reliant on it. So I don't like that song because it didn't land on the mark, and I've heard it interpreted in ways that I did not intend for it to be interpreted. So I just wish I never put it out, in all honesty. He's gonna skip it like or just be like, no, why is it playing? Sometimes. Sometimes. Like, let me open up Spotify. Where is it in the queue right now? I see Broken Mirrors. I see My Apology. I see Sleepless Nights. I see My Own Worst Fear. Silent Echoes. Frozen Time Acoustic. It's not even... Okay, it's not even on the acoustic album, and I was okay with that. I think there were 2 songs that got skipped on the acoustic album, and I'm just like, yeah, no. I could not care less about those 2 songs. They are not my favorites. It's honestly not here. I'm surprised. It probably would have come up in like an hour at this rate. What were we doing? We were writing a melody. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be going. I would like to go to bed at a decent time because actually I gotta set my alarm. Let me do that first, actually. Just so I make sure that I have it set at the time that I need it to, because I need to wake up an hour earlier than I usually do. Okay. And hopefully that's the only day of the week. Hopefully that's the only day of the week that I need to go in early. I better check with my team on that. But I've never written a spicy song. Oh, like they really said, oh, a challenge? Oh, out of your comfort zone? Because I basically write cheesy love songs. I mean, it's a good challenge. Don't get me wrong. I don't listen to a lot of spicy songs in all honesty, but I wonder how that would... I honestly don't see myself writing that. Tom, we know the question, what if an alien landed on a doorstep? But what if I was the alien? It's a good question, cutie. What if you were the alien? How do you think I feel? I mean, like, it's definitely something to explore. You gotta at least write one to see if, like, this is something that's plausible or not. I would try writing a spicy song. I feel like it would very much be in, like, the style of, like, Dayseeker's recent album. Like, what's a good song that I could, like, pick from that album out of curiosity? Out of curiosity. Where is it? I don't even have it saved here, do I? No, I do. It's just... Okay, never mind. I found it. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong album. Fully expected to say give it a Dr. Pepper. I mean, I could. I'd also probably give it a Lunchable. What song... Okay, I'm actually curious now. Like, what song would I write if I were doing, like, a spicy one? Because... Maybe I'd probably write something like The Living Dead. I feel like I'd write something probably like that. More mellow, more slow. But ultimately, like, the lyrics would be a bit more, like, charged and, like, spicy in that way. I don't know. Well, that's just me. I don't know if I'd try that. Could be an interesting Music Monday challenge, but I don't know if that would go well with me writing something like that live. What the fuck am I doing? No, I'm actually gonna just completely get rid of that. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay. This is gonna have to be something that I sit on for a while. I like the ideas. I like the motifs that are like sort of playing around. It's got like something there, and I sort of just got to play around with it and figure out what I'm gonna try and go for here. Because right now this song is like what, minute 44. It's not like the worst length, but it's also very slow. So I imagine a song like this would probably be going upwards of 5 minutes, which means we're not even halfway through. And we don't even have like a discernible melody. We have an arpeggiation. Don't get me wrong, but I would not call that a melody. Today I had a time we'll hear about this moment. Shall I spill the tea? Absolutely, cutie. What am I going to be hearing about today? I do want to go back to Gardens of Calliope. That one I really like. Where the state that it's at currently. I think this is in a really good demo form, so I'm going to be sending this off tonight to the team for evaluation and just general, like, hey, how are we feeling about this? Let's hear this from the beginning, shall we? And I'll also go ahead and send off the other one, but I'm going to label it as a concept piece because I'm not entirely sure where it's or how it's going to fit in. So I'm going to say, like, don't count your chickens on this one showing up, but, like, I have a feeling that this piece would be pretty good. I've been yapping for so long. Fun fact, I don't know how to do riffs / do runs, so I wouldn't even be able to sing my song. Wait, how did you write it then with the riff if you didn't know how to sing it? Wait, what? Huh? You got me curious about that one, Mello. The melody in my head. Oh, okay, so you're envisioning it going a certain way, but you don't think you'll hit the marker on it. Give it a try. Even just like simplifying it down and then just like working on it and routinely like giving it a little bit more oomph until it reaches that riff. Yeah, I'm really liking that. I think even like just for tonight, like we've been working for like what, 2.5 hours. I think this is actually a pretty good place to leave it. I don't think we have any friends that are alive that we're gonna raid tonight. Let me check. Let me just double confirm that is the case. Today at co-op, a kid was absolutely crashing out. It was my classmate's brother. Interesting. Very interesting. W Music Man. I don't know if it's W today. We didn't do nearly as much work as I wanted to. But maybe maybe that's okay. I know there's some days that we're not going to be able to do nearly as much as we would like to. And I've got to be more cognizant of that fact. But we did have a good time. I have things to do before I work, so I got to be up in 5 hours. Mellow. You don't have to stay up. In fact, I highly discourage you from staying up. I don't... okay, I know. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone that's live right now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys here. Guys, I got a meeting on Wednesday. I don't think we're going to be able to stream that night. I would like to, but I cannot guarantee it. So I think... And I don't even know what my Friday night plans are. Ending, I'll give you the updates on stuff next Wednesday. Anyway, bye-bye. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to be live on Wednesday. I got a meeting at 8. I'm glad you don't know my Venmo or PayPal or anything like that. Don't tempt me. I will find it. I will find it, man. I will find it. Yeah, I don't really got much else to say. I can't go live tomorrow night. I'm sorry, guys. I got stuff I need to do. I got a deadline for the end of the month for Project Protocol. And I am frankly a little bit worried about that because I don't have any time in the final week, which means I only got like 2 weeks to work on it. The moment I hit my bed tomorrow, I am out. You know what? That's fair. I don't, in all honesty, I don't even know how late I gotta work after this. I'm gonna be working on Project Protocol immediately after this stream finishes. So after that, actually, I would love to share it. I will share it when I can. What I'm working on for that project. It is a large-scale project. It is a pilot episode. But I cannot share anything about that. All you guys know is the project name that I have given it. It's not even the official project name, so you wouldn't even be able to look it up. Anyway, I will catch you guys on Thursday, definitely. Outside of that, I honestly cannot tell you. March is a very busy time for me for some odd reason. 3 things have lined up to end, to be submitted by the end of March, and every single one of them is going to be an absolute nightmare. Stream on Thursday? Yeah! We'll probably be playing Baldur's Gate with Fran and then jumping over to Lunchbox, maybe? I don't know. I said I would start building Woohoo Island. Have not even started, like, thinking about the concept. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining on today's live stream, for tuning in, but unfortunately, you think we're still doing Cherry Blossom thing? I would like to figure that out. Because I know my team is asking about my overtime for the weekend. Mind you, if I take it, I'm working 3 weeks straight. So I don't know. I need to ask. I need to ask them if that's what we're doing. So I'll probably do that after stream. Ew. Yeah. That's the beauty of being a game developer. Crunch time. No, it's not crunch time. Because I mean, it's optional. It's just me wanting to put in the extra hours and put more effort into what I do. But the problem is, it's taken away from the other stuff that I gotta do, because I got like 10 projects in the works, and all of them have deadlines. Bye, Sped Clock. We have designated crunch time at my work. Anywho, yeah. Why do you guys have crunch time? Actually, I'll figure that out later when I talk to you next, Mello. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. I gotta head out here because I gotta get to my other work that I can't share on stream. But thank you all so much for tuning in. But unfortunately, I got to. I'll catch you all definitely on Thursday. Bye bye.